I just can't take it. I can't take it no more. Let your panties hit the floor, but your body steal the show right now. Sorry, I was jumping ahead, and it seems like you're ready, so come on.
I hated that song. What's up, everybody? It's your boy Camarray.
And I'm Zaiah.
And this is the Music Report Card,
where albums are reviewed based on the vocals, lyrics,
the production, and the sonic vibe.
Alright, today we are going to be reviewing Doja Cat's new album,
Planet Her.
Now,
Yes.
if you haven't already seen our reaction video 1 of 2, of the Doja Cat Planet Her reaction, make sure you check that out.
Yes. But before you go and start clicking around and messing up stuff, make sure you hit that subscribe button right there. Make sure you share this video with your family and friends. Please, would you please do us the biggest favor and hit that like button? Okay? We need to know that y'all liking us, that you loving us, and that you want more of this thing.
And be a part of this conversation. Drop down in the comments, and also make sure you click on that little ding-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling-a-ring-a-ring-a-ring.
Right, make sure you...
Ding-a-ling?
Make sure you correct that, because we don't have no ding-a-lings on this page. Well, all right, with that
hit the notification bell.
Yes, sir. Let's go
so
ahead.
you can be notified when we release videos that are as silly as this one.
That is not going to contain our ding-a-ling.
Yes.
All right, let's go ahead and get this party started. Doja Cat, Planet Her.
Doja Cat is an American singer, rapper, and producer. In her early days, Doja made a name for herself on SoundCloud, until she met Kima Sabe from RCA Records, who signed her and released her first album, Amala. Her second album, Hot Pink, yielded major success and made Doja a household name.
Her hit, Say So, proved to have legs as it debuted at number 95 in January of 2020. And with the help of the Nicki Minaj-assisted remix, reached number 1 in May of 2020. A string of electrifying performances followed. She killed the VMAs, the Billboard Awards, and American Music Awards, which solidified Doja as an artist to be reckoned with. Now Doja is back with her third album, Planet Her, and we are here to give you our review. All right, let's get this thing all the way started.
Yeah, but before we get it all the way started, we gotta give a little salutation.
That's what I'm talking about.
In the book of Revelation.
That's my favorite part.
And all of the temptations of the Coca-Cola that are in the shot glass.
That's right.
So Doja, this is to you for being fearless and coming out here and giving us song titles such as Woman.
And Ain't Shit. Okay.
And all of that.
Yes.
We're gonna talk about it though.
That's right.
This is to you.
I didn't realize this was her third album.
I didn't either.
I knew she had the one with Say So, but I hadn't even heard the other one, Amala. So I have to
thought it was the first.
Do some.
I mean, I've heard her songs, but I didn't know she came out with an actual album.
Oh wow, yeah, I knew she had the one, but let's go ahead and jump right in. Zay, what was your favorite song from the album? One of your favorites.
All right, so one of my favorites, I already reacted to it, is Need to Know.
Okay.
It's produced by Dr. Luke.
Shouts out to Dr. Luke,
who is famous for his work with Katy Perry, Kesha, and obviously he did Doja Cat Say So.
That's right.
She's definitely talking a lot of mess about what the experience is like with her in the bedroom and what she feels that your experience should be in the bedroom, what you need to be bringing to the table, but not really the table. The table that's in the bedroom, which is actually the bed.
Or it could have been. We could do it anywhere, as you said.
I can love you in the
shower, both of our bodies dripping wet.
On the patio.
We can make a night you won't forget on the kitchen floor as I softly.
However, this wasn't the song that I was referencing that, but we'll get there. We'll get there.
That wasn't it?
No, you're moving too quickly. Moving too quickly.
Boy,
this song is really all about a fantasy, though.
Okay.
You know, and her fantasizing and saying that she needs to know what the individuals that she's digging are bringing to the table in the sexual department.
Is he packing or not?
Is it gonna?
It's
not
too
even just
big.
that.
It's too wide.
Well, she does mention the word wide in the song. So definitely check out the song. Definitely check out our reaction to this particular song.
Yes.
And drop down in the comments and let me know what you think about it. Camarray, what's your first favorite?
I just have to say, if y'all really want to see, I actually reviewed this song when the video first came out. So if you really want to do some digging and see how I really F with this song, y'all go on back and do your research. Just type in Doja Cat, the music report card, it'll all come up. But my first favorite song.
Or you could just throw it in here. Throw it on the video.
You know what I'm saying?
Right here. Click right here.
Click right here, bruh. Alright, my first favorite song is the first song on the album. Started out very, very strong, and it is called Woma. Woma. Listen, such an strong Afro beat, and I believe, if I'm not mistaken, her heritage descends from like South Africa somewhere. And so when I was reading some of the notes, she was saying that she wanted this album to feel just like that. And so you start off with Woman and Woma.
It's woman, but Woma is how she's saying it.
For her to start it out that strong, I felt like the groove was an incredible groove. Also, shout out to Yeti Beats, who produced and did a lot of stuff on her last album. Kind of like her, if you want to call him her Rodney Jerkins to Brandy.
I know you were gonna use that reference.
Or Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis to Janet. It's basically her right hand man. So shouts out to Yeti Beats for an amazing track. Instantly, you feel the groove, you feel that vibe, you feel the want to dirty wine a little bit,
and move a little bit.
Move
around the room.
I love the overall message. Just basically saying and giving that female woman empowerment thing.
Yeah.
It just all makes sense. And also, I don't know if you caught the line where she shouted out Rihanna saying she could be a CEO like Miss Fenty or something like that. So of course we know that is a shout out to Miss Rihanna, who we haven't had an album from in about 10,000 years. Rihanna, we need to get in the studio. Go on ahead and jump on the song with Doja. You know what I'm saying? Because we need some new music.
Or something.
You know what I'm saying? But yes, that is my first favorite song. It's titled Woman. If you want to see my full reaction, make sure y'all click the video and see that thing. Woman.
All right. Time to transition. Let's get into it, because that's the name of the next song. Get into it, Get into it, Y'all. This song is such a vibe, and in my opinion, she is really bringing the energy. Why are you nodding your head over there?
Because
I can bring the energy upside your face. You talking about my song now?
Yeah, it was. I felt at that point of the album, some of her isms were getting a little bit much for me, and so that was. Although it was a bop a little bit, it was just, as your favorite word, it was a little redundant at that point of the album for me.
Well, either way, she's definitely bringing the swag on this song. She's definitely giving like melodies that are going to stick in your head. You're going to remember the song. It's definitely catchy. The lyrics are really focused on feeling yourself in whatever it is that you're into. If you just got a buck, get into it,
Yeah, get into it. Hey.
Pop out with a truck.
Get into it, Get into it.
If you go to church,
get into it,
Get into it,
Yeah. It's the CK at the end.
Then she moves on and thanks Nicki Minaj before exiting the song, and then uses one of her lines from Massive Attack. Did you know that was the line from Massive Attack?
I didn't. I hated that song, but
got that big rocket launcher.
Yeah,
that little moment. But she also says it. It's funny though, because it kind of sounded like when I listened to the song, her second verse kind of reminded me of Nicki. So I was like,
yes.
And then she said, "Thank you, Nicki," and I was like, "Wait, was Nicki featured on this and I missed that? What's going on here?" Because that sounded like Nicki, and then it wasn't Nicki, and then she really mocked her, at the end. But either way, I think she's obviously probably saying, "Thank you, Nicki," because Nicki is really her being featured on the remix and it doing the numbers that it did.
Yeah.
Thank you, Nicki, for pulling me into the situation. And also, I feel like, no, I'll leave it at that.
I didn't realize, also doing some research, that Nicki definitely helped Say So rise. But I didn't realize that after 3 weeks of them being at number 1 on the Billboard charts, and it had rose and did all this stuff, Nicki was actually taken off of the Billboard because the radio started playing more of the original. I'm guessing maybe the radio stations didn't like Nicki's verse, or didn't, you know, a lot of stations still don't play hip hop. So I thought it was interesting that the person that helped the song rise kind of got shaded in the end and isn't credited as a artist on the song. It's just Doja Cat's number 1, I guess, now. So
either way, y'all check the song out. She's in my opinion, that's ending that first verse and that set, like how she ends it. She really, like, just the emphasis she put on what she was saying and the conviction. You just felt that she really meant what she was saying, and I was like, okay, she went hard on this. She
definitely did.
But you know, don't let me tell you this. Go listen to the actual reaction video so you can hear the song.
That's right.
And you can see how I reacted to it.
All right. And just so y'all know, okay, we keep it real with y'all. We are trying to make sure that y'all get to hear the music and get the review and everything. YouTube won't let us be great, but we're going to make it work anyhow, okay? Anyhow.
Get into it, yeah.
Yeah, get into that, yeah. All right. I think it's time for my first.
It's time for your second.
My second. God, this thing is running.
It's kind of seeming like it's going in order. Because Woman was the first song. And
then, of course.
Then there was what?
Of course.
The second song was what?
We got Naked.
Come on, baby, turn the lights so let's get naked.
I hate this song so much because it's
baby girl, you know I just can't take it. I can't take it no more. Let your panties hit the floor. Let your body steal the show right now. Sorry, I was jumping ahead, and it seems like you're ready, so come on.
I hated that song. That song
Really?
in circles, that little footwork on circles, drove me nuts back in the 8th grade, okay?
Much as I want you. Yes.
Yeah, hate it.
So tonight there's no excuse.
All right, so now that Zaiah has had his whole entire concert of Marcus Houston single.
That was it back in the day. That song, that falsetto, and I was trying to figure out my falsetto as a singer, and I just had to keep practicing, and I'm like, how is he doing this? I can't figure it out.
Well, one thing we don't need to practice is how to be naked, okay? I don't need no practice. I walk around and fry chicken and naked, okay?
Ew.
Who doesn't love to be naked? And this song, for me, really freaking works just because I like being naked. It's a great follow-up to Woma. It has that same kind of nice driving Afro beat. And again, I love, if we're talking about our sonic flow, I love when songs bleed into each other. And so it really works for me. One thing that I think that Doja Cat does really, really exceptionally well, and it may be because of her, I guess you could say, roots or her rapping skills, is she knows how to flip a motherfucking melody like it's nobody's business.
Yeah.
Within a song, she is literally giving you flow after flow, whether it's singing or rapping or whatever the case is.
Harmony,
like she is,
moments that she's connecting with her vocals.
Yes, yeah. It's all so good, and I love that, and we see that here on Naked. The melody is just nuts, and for her to be at the helm, executive producing with Yeti and all the other producers, that says something about her talent. So for me, Naked is one of those bops.
All right, moving right along to my final favorite from this album, which is Options, featuring J.I.D. or Jid?
I'm gonna say Jid.
You gonna say Jid?
I'm gonna say Jid.
But why they all capital?
Oh.
It ain't no periods like her, but I just was like curious.
Maybe it's like Jid.
Jid.
Yeah.
Featuring Jid.
Who snapped on this fucking record.
Snapped. Y'all.
Yes.
Her delivery on the song was definitely hard.
Absolutely.
Also, but it was also sexy at the same time.
Yeah.
That's what I love about her, is that she just really gives that
balance.
Yeah, that balance. Her lyrics also matched that energy, which was amazing to me.
Yeah.
Like, what she's actually talking about really matched it. And what she's talking about is not really needing love, but only needing the experience in the bedroom. We're back to that again. But she's also accepting of the fact that this is pretty much what you bring to the table, and I know you're gonna have other loves and other situations, and I get all that, but you got other options. But I'm here for this particular moment.
Woman of the night.
She also has this moment where she breaks it down and goes into the little singing moment as the harmonies right before G comes in and snaps y'all. Like goes
Snap.com.
AWF off.
Yes.
Like he goes off. But he really matches so well with kind of her style and everything. It just fits really perfect in the song. So hats off to you, Mr. Jid. You're definitely dope, and I'm gonna be listening to more of what you bring to the table.
Yes, and y'all probably gonna drop down in the comments and say Jid been out for 29 years and we crazy. But if he is, he definitely made an impression because Options is my last favorite song as well. And all I'm gonna say is what I said earlier: melody, melody, melody. The fact that this song cruises so effortlessly, that sounded really good. Like a we're gonna fly away. Glad you go my way. Yeah, I love it when we're cruising together.
Why are you down there?
Oh, we're gonna. Oh,
I love it when we're cruising together. Music was made for love, as it is well. You don't know the words. I love it when we're cruising together.
And that's exactly how I found my note and how he came on in with me. That's exactly what Doja Cat did. She found how to flow that thing so effortlessly. And I loved it, and I loved it, and I loved it. Her ability to rap on these songs and just give these... I don't know. Her flow is just impeccable. And like I said, Jid showed out on his Kendrick Lamar like spitting 1-2, and then he came with like these hard bars, but then he threw like a little melody on his rap as well, and kind of gave like this singing moment at the end of his bar, and I was just like, this feels like heaven. That's a little John Legend for y'all, the live version of So High. But anyway, Options was my last favorite song. I loved it, loved it, loved it. Zay, did you have any honorable mentions on this good hair album, Planet High?
I did, but I can't honorably mention what they are at the moment.
All right. Well, let's jump into my honorable mentions.
What are they? Because maybe some of them are mine.
Need to Know, what you mentioned. I loved when I first heard that record.
I just thought of one.
And then I also loved Ain't Shit.
Yeah.
And I just... the message of the song is just talk, and you can really apply it in any form of your life. But just how niggas ain't shit. Like, you could do everything and you know what I'm saying, and help people, and niggas, what she said, she was in one part of the song, she was like, well, no, it's a difference.
Oh, I know it is, but I'm just saying that.
But like, you can't even
say it the appropriate way.
Oh, well, you can't even pay rent. Like, bro, like, come on, like, I done did all this. Niggas ain't shit. Okay, niggas and flies, I do despise. Okay.
All right. Yeah, I definitely liked Ain't Either.
Okay.
It was definitely a dope song. Y'all gotta check it out. Make sure y'all check out everything. Check out our reaction. Drop down in the comments.
Yes.
We definitely want to hear from you and hear if are we on with what we saying? Are we off with what we saying?
I'm definitely on. I've been on. Tell me who's gonna take me out.
But just let us know what your thoughts are.
Yes. Did you have any least favorites? Any least favorite songs?
Not necessarily. I think that overall it was a decent album.
Okay, I did have a couple least favorites upon first listen.
Oh, okay.
But as I started listening to the album out of order, and that's what I was mentioning earlier with your, I believe it was one of your songs. Get Up, yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
When I started listening to the album out of order, and it was like, oh, okay, this song actually is a little bop. I was like, okay, let me take this off because I don't want to misconstrue, my thoughts on the album. So I thought it was a very solid album as well.
All right, good deal. Let's move on to the grading.
Oh, Lord.
So we are going to talk about the vocals first.
Yes.
Vocals for me, I definitely love her vocals. I think that there's definitely some versatility there, and I love that I was able to hear that on the album. However, It's very important that I'm able to hear and understand what you're saying. And I feel like in some cases the diction was not where it needed to be. And there's a difference between like swagging out a word or a phrase or whatever and actually making sure that we can actually understand what you're saying. And don't get me wrong, on some of these songs the diction is on point when she's flowing and everything. Yeah. But others it's like too much to where I shouldn't have to go find the lyrics. And I do listen on Apple Music to where you can see the lyrics, but they weren't even available. They
weren't ready yet.
They weren't scrolling.
They weren't ready for the planet.
Yeah, so they were on the single.
Well, of course.
Yeah, but the thing is that I just feel like it kind of struggled some for me. So I gave as much as I actually love her because she's unique and creative.
You gotta judge.
It kind of feels like One Trick Pony-ish. I don't know, like in throughout, through in and throughout. I just needed a little bit more, and I feel like there's more there. I give a 3.5 for vocals.
All right, well, I'm going to follow you, and I agree with you wholeheartedly. Again, I have to use your favorite word, redundant. And there's a difference because I want y'all to make sure that I want to make sure I'm clear. There's a difference between having different flows and being able to create different melodies within a song and actually playing with your voice and doing different things with your voice. So, for example, I'm not sure exactly what her tonality is. I don't know if she has more of a husky. She might have a husky voice somewhere down there. She might be able to go up in there and do some Mariah Carey-isms. I don't know because a lot of her vocal isn't showcased. It's right here in this box in this lane, which is cool for a brand new artist. But then, as we mentioned, she's on her third album, so start giving us some versatility as far as your vocal is concerned. And that's where I struggled, and that's why I gave her a solid 3.
All right, lyrics. I think that the lyrics were definitely good. I think that she definitely brought something to the table, but I don't think there were like any boom, like explosion moments that really just stood out for me.
Absolutely.
Yes, there were some cute little bars and cute little moments in there. So I can't take that away from her. But overall, with lyrics, I wasn't all the way impressed. I think they were good. I give a 3.75.
And somebody done copied off my homework, y'all, because I gave a 3.75 as well.
For what reasons?
I also feel like there was
so how
nothing.
am I copying if we don't have notes down here that we're reading about why we graded what we graded? We don't know that until we talk.
That's semi-true.
So I'm copying?
It's the copy for me.
Oh, okay. But I'm moving it off and giving the notes, and you're saying I second that. Okay.
Yeah, but there wasn't anything out of the ordinary for me. I thought that she definitely had clever bars and clever things that were said, but there was just nothing that was just like
boom,
mind blowing.
Oh my God,
you know what I'm saying? And we've had some of those moments with some of the other albums that we reviewed over the last year. Oh my gosh. Is this our anniversary?
It's our anniversary.
Maybe.
Is it? Because I thought it was July.
Of our first episode, which nobody will ever see, which was John Legend's.
So this ain't our first one yet?
Yeah, it will be.
Anniversary? July? It's June.
We did our first one in June, John Legend.
But we didn't actually.
I'm saying they would have never saw it. But
okay, so it's not our anniversary.
Y'all, is that not y'all anniversary? The first time you ever did something?
If you have not seen it and you can't go back to have receipts, then it's not an anniversary. Moving right along.
Y'all, it's the anniversary, but it's all right. No, moving right along. Back to you. Let's talk about. Oh, did I give my grade? 3.75. I'm copying him now.
All right. Yeah, he's definitely copying me. All right, moving on to production. I think that the production was on point. However, I had to mark off a little bit, y'all, a decent amount, because for me, when her diction was on point vocally, I couldn't hear, like I had struggled to actually hear her vocals. And I struggled to hear like a lot of different moments, and I'm like, why why is production not pulling this out more and putting this in our face so we can hear all these little moments? And I think that would have made such a big difference to vocals and everything else that I'm grading, I feel like, potentially. But because I didn't feel that how I needed to feel it, I think that it knocked down in other areas. So production, I gave a 4.
Okay.
And it was phenomenal, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
I think that the tracks and everything was great. It's only the mixing and the mastering that did not all the way work for me throughout this album.
Yeah, I can kind of understand how you feel that way. However, I gave the production a 5, and I'll tell you why.
Oh, wow.
I thought a lot of the songs were produced very, very well. I can kind of hear and feel what you're saying as far as vocal production, but what I really, really appreciated was that she had, well, not she, but she was executive producer of the album, along with Getty Beats and a couple other people. But the ear crickets that were in the back, and you know what I'm saying, like these little bells and some vocals that are tugged back, and all of these things that are is it omnipresent? I don't know, Chad. Whatever it is
That you're feeling.
they're
So
felt.
tell them
not
what an
heard.
air cricket is.
Well, it's basically these moments. Let's say a bell or a little doom, doom, some percussion
Or
or
it could be
something.
vocals.
Or it could be vocals that basically help the
Catches your
song.
attention and helps the song
helps
be
it
what
ride.
it is.
Yeah. And I haven't really heard that a lot on a lot of previous projects that we reviewed, so I really, really appreciated the attention to detail, if you will. So I give her a 5.
All right. Moving on to sonic flow. So I thought it definitely flowed well. However, I think that one trick pony thing kind of got me. And as I listened to the first, 5 songs of the album, it just felt very redundant. And I was wishing that she maybe would have took some of the songs where she featured Ariana Grande, for example, brought Ariana Grande up.
I feel like Kiss Me More should have been with SZA, should have been closer to the top.
Bring that up. Like, mix some of these things up because artists like Fantasia, for example, or Jasmine Sullivan, they have these great gifts that are so unique and so amazing. I won't even necessarily say Jasmine Sullivan, but Fantasia more so probably, or Jennifer Hudson even, where they have these sounds that they're kind of unique and different sounds, but because it's so unique, you can get tired of hearing so much of it. Yeah. So it's important that you bring some of those features up and mix them in, or just bring some of your switch up songs up and mix them in, so it doesn't feel the first 5 songs just felt all like they were alike. And yes, that flowed well, but it was too much of a Doja feel and didn't really whatever. But if you were to hit a random.
Yes.
If you were to hit random and let it play,
it's a vibe.
It would be a whole different situation, but hopefully random don't end up putting it in the same order as it is on the album. Otherwise, you're going to end up with a 4 for the sonic flow. All
right. Well, I follow behind you, copying his homework once again. And I give her a 4 as well. I was
copying you, but okay.
I know I switched it up.
So now you're copying. Okay.
Yeah, I'm copying you, copying me.
Copywritten, so
don't copy me. All right, with a 4,
y'all do it sloppily, and y'all can't come close to me.
Yes.
I know, yeah. Now,
yes.
I know,
yes.
Okay, yeah. I didn't know you were going to keep going with it.
All right. But I gave her a 4, and that is solely based on sequencing. And so a lot of artists of today just don't get the, and I don't even know, do artists exist anymore? Like people that come and help you piece the stuff together? I don't know. But as we saw with my first 2 favorite songs, they came from the beginning of the album, but towards number 3 and number 4 and then number 5, it was like, okay, I can use something a little different.
Redundancy.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes I like sweet tea. Sometimes I want a little lemonade with my sweet tea. Give me a little Arnold Palmer. She just gave me way too much damn sweet tea. And it was all packaged, in my opinion, wrong. Like Zay said, if you were to put that thing on random and just skip through some songs, it all works. But Doja, if I had to give you one piece of advice, it would be to really focus on how these songs flow together, how your featured artists, like Zay said, how they help you dilute somewhat some of that uniqueness, if you will, and help it to just flow a lot better. So yeah, I gave her a 4.
All right, moving right along to our actual grading. So once we add all of that up, flip it, flop it, twerk it, stop it, check on it tonight, we end up with a 3.875 for the average.
Which gives her a percentage of 77.5.
Which is going to give her a grade of...
Let's make it hot, drum roll, please. Oh, it's hot.
Oh my God.
Yeah. A C plus.
C plus.
Y'all, I didn't see that C plus until I just looked down there. I didn't know it was gonna be a damn low.
I think it's average, and I think it's just this much above average. And I think that it, you know,
that's what she deserves.
When we actually grade, if we graded just based on like listening to the album, oh, this album would get a whatever for me. Probably, I think I would give the album maybe a B. But
that's
if
random,
we structure
which
is what we have, and which makes the music report card review so unique, it's structured to where we're actually dissecting vocals, we're dissecting the lyrics, we're dissecting the production, and we're dissecting the sonic flow of the album.
Right.
It's going to give you a different grade, and that's the difference that we bring to the table on this here platform.
Yes, because I never wanted a C plus on my report card. So
says no, and so does Mama.
So those we're gonna need you to stay in detention a little bit longer. We're gonna put you in a couple classes to learn how to structure your album.
We're gonna send you your report card,
and hopefully Mama and Daddy.
But you are definitely amazing.
Yes,
nonetheless,
of course.
Regardless of this.
And I
you
know
are definitely amazing.
I know you'll give us some dope performances from this album.
Absolutely.
Performance-wise, sisters up
Snap.
there. Okay? All right.
Snap.
All right. Now, with that being said, we have to invite you guys because this is not just about us and what we think. It is about you and what you feel. So please drop down in the comments and give us your votes. Give us your grade.
Yeah.
Give us what you feel about the album. We love to see y'all's comments down there. And so please go ahead and do that.
And also make sure you like it.
Yes.
Give it a big old thumbs up. Share it with your family and friends. Share it on your social media platforms.
Wow.
Click the notification bell as well so that you can know when we post new content.
That's right. And especially all of y'all people that got OnlyFans, all y'all naked people, make sure y'all go ahead and share this video on your OnlyFans because we can, you know what I'm saying, we can get a little cut off the side.
Yeah.
Don't be no ain't shit, nigga. Okay? All right.
You
all right.
ain't shit.
With that being said, that is it for this episode of the Music Report Card. I am your boy Camarray.
And I'm Zaiah.
And we'll talk to y'all next time.
Peace out, y'all.
Peace.